Hello guys, and welcome back to Terminal Ferocity. This is a different video again. It's about robot combat, antweight, 150 gram. So if you enjoyed KSP, hopefully you'll find this interesting, because it's quite similar in the making of it, design and stuff. So let's show you the first bot I made. Here it is, the box, and it had this flipping lifting fork things which wiggled around in there with a servo under this side. It didn't work particularly well because as you see, I didn't print the walls onto the base plate, and it's 1mm thick PLA, so it didn't come up against very many spinners, which was quite lucky because the shell here would have been fine, but the base plate probably not. But the main problem was that I think it was a screw rubbing on the ground, or something caused one of the wheels to not fully go on the ground, so it's just going woo on one wheel the entire time, which was not ideal. But then, so I only use this for two sort of fight nights, as you call them, because it's sort of the only allowed fight in the club. I put an anti-spinner sort of bar on it, which didn't go up and down, and I don't think I ever used because for some reason this didn't appear on it, so I couldn't slot it in on the servo properly because I made the back quite chunky for some reason. I thought that I needed to counterweight the servo, which I don't think I actually need to do. So, unfortunately, I don't have the second bot I made here anymore, but I do have the third, which is quite similar. So here's a third, normal wedge sort of thing, but I made it a front-hinged flipper because I do like those designs. So, second one was bigger than this, but this one wasn't effective because it kept on getting stuck under the side of the arena and I couldn't drive out, which is not ideal. So the first two bots, you can see I used this, which attached to the phone, so quite hard to control. This doesn't have a LiPo connector on because I accidentally ordered the wrong one, so I stole it for another bot that you'll see in a second. So it just had the servo there, right where the thing is there, which had I extended the horn so it just flick up there, and it was supposed to have a elastic band to pull it down, which never really materialised. But I do like the Sharpie job I put on this one. So then, moving on to my sixth bot is this one. It's a bit of a design departure. Let's get the internals in. So it was a flipper again, so the servo would live under that box there. Go flipping around. Of course, this is the wheels and everything. And as you see, it didn't come out. It had a spinner fight, which it won, but was quite damaged afterwards. This front TPU wedge, which I went into later fights only having it taped on, which was interesting, but TPU wedge fared quite well. It still works. That's why I wanted it TPU, so it's got that bendiness to it. Still got that PLA chassis. As you can see, I got hit by a hammer saw, and that's how I lost hammer saw fight, because my LiPo was right there, so I tapped out when he attacked it, because the fight which I lost all of this, learning experience, damaged my LiPo, which you can see this stuff has come out of it, so I probably should safely get rid of this at some point. Be interesting. Not really something you want to go into the environment, that. But this is very similar to my 5th robot. The only real difference is I moved the wheel slightly backwards. This one still had the same problem of, because the wheels are in the centre and the servo, which is by far one of the heaviest things in the bot, so it's at the back, it just sort of, every single time I tried to go forwards, it would just rise up, so the wedge wasn't being helpful at all. The 4th one was quite similar, but it had the same sort of servo horn lifting up here, and it was also a lot thinner than this. Also, it worked out that a 100% infill TPU does not bend, and therefore is not that brilliant as armour. Don't use 100% infill TPU. So, going on to my later designs, I've started to make spinners. So this is my first chassis. Has a few problems with it, mainly being the fact that because I'm not brilliant at soldering, it wouldn't fit in. The internals would not fit onto the internal in here. And also, because the wheels like that, probably wouldn't have been bad if I actually actually no, I did print proper wheels, custom wheels for that. But yeah, a bit there, and the drum was hitting on the floor, so no longer changed the design here. Let's just empty this, put that back in there, show you this current one. I haven't been able to test this in a fight yet. The weapon doesn't hit the floor. Is it hitting the floor there? No, it's not hitting the floor, that's noise from the motor. Yeah, so it's a bit of a jam in there with all the electricals, especially when I put the LiPo in there. It does all fit. Might need to shave off around the wheels because it is a bit tight. Probably should have put a bit more clearance on, but I forgot to measure how thick the O-rings were. As you see, I've got the beta style. I'd prefer a drum, but I'll show you what happened to that. Yeah, not ideal. Luckily, I wasn't anywhere near it, so none of this plastic would be able to hit me, but yeah, it exploded, so that's why I've gone for this, because hopefully the layers shouldn't separate as badly, because it's printed on the bed like that. Well, the drum was made vertically, so it's easy for the layers to separate and explode like that. But yeah, that's about it. Don't have any more bots to talk about. I do have one question, if anybody knows. Currently, the spinner goes that way. I've tried to reverse it on my controller, but that hasn't worked. So I was just wondering if I could change the way these wires were soldered and whether it would change the direction of this motor. If you don't know, that's fine. I can ask somebody to help me when I go back to uni. But thank you for watching. Hope you have a brilliant day.